The last time that the Bering Sea has been systematically surveyed for ice seals was during the OCSEP program, and that was in the 70s and early 80s. Since that time, we know that there's been an awful lot of changes in the environment, potentially due to global warming. We know that there's been a reduction in the amount of sea ice. All of these seals are strongly associated with sea ice, and we expect that a reduction in the amount of available sea ice may have affected their populations, and that's one reason why we're out here performing these surveys. We're getting ready to do a seal survey. We're going to be going up in the helicopter and flying around some ice and see how many seals we can count. What we're doing is trying to get an idea of how many animals there are and where they're distributed. We call that looking at the abundance and distribution of animal populations. And that information can be very helpful for managers who are trying to conserve these species. One of the things that we're doing out here in the Bering Sea is capturing animals with the intent of being able to attach these small satellite transmitters to them. The real advantage to these devices is that they allow us to kind of follow the seal in an area where we can't go. These satellite transmitters are able to provide us with the animal's location, its haul-out behavior, that is the timing of when it hauls onto the ice and when it goes back into the water, and also its dive behavior. In order to put an instrument on an animal, you have to capture it, of course, and sometimes that's easier said than done. So boat drivers, just going to move us slowly toward the flow. The three catchers are going to get out, and we're going to spread out. We usually use 3 inflatable rafts. We like the smaller ones because they're able to maneuver in and out of ice flows very well, and we use 4-stroke engines, so they're very quiet. There's a seal directly in front of us, about 600 meters. We're going to have Sean and Mike go directly towards it. I want you guys to go to the left-hand side, and we're going to go to the right. It's on a flat pan of ice. It's probably... These species all have polar bears to some extent as a primary predator, and so they are generally afraid of anything above land that's coming toward them.
The one you talked about being just 30 feet in, is still there.
A lot of what we're trying to do out here is to be able to define the habitat requirements of these species. There's a big concern that with the reduction in habitat due to reduction in sea ice, that this may be negatively affecting these seals. And so we're trying to identify those aspects of their habitat that are most important to their ability to survive.